This content is for 18 plus mature audiences only. Expect explicit language, violence, and potentially unpleasant descriptions. Take breaks if needed for your mental health because your well-being matters. Now please welcome the cast and crew of the Wednesday Night Revival. Guys, we're live.
Hi.
Tony, we miss you.
Tony, come back.
Tony, come back.
In our hearts, we still believe. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Roll for Respawn. This is our Wednesday Night Revival, where we are now going to be in my campaign, which I have titled Uh-Oh Isekai, because when I first kind of made this campaign and this system, I was watching a lot of isekais, and I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so cool. How do I do that for 5 people? And I did it, y'all. It's happening tonight, except for we're missing one person. But that's fine because he will come back. But
we'll see.
True. Don't come back. No.
Oh no.
But this is going to be in the system of Dungeons and Dragons 5e. It is the one that I know the best, and I unfortunately have too much knowledge to let it go if I'm going to be being the dungeon mistress here. So what we are doing to give kind of some setting, all of you guys are characters. You are 17th level of whatever you picked, and you are about to fight the big bad. Where we are going to start is far from the regions of Demosalin, the country that you are in. It is dark. It's getting to be dark. It's dusk time, and you're sitting around a fireplace, and there are the 4 of you. Unfortunately, one of your compatriots got seriously injured in the last battle and is needing to stay overnight in the infirmary tent. With the clerics, they are having to do some extra ceremonies to help them get better. But you're sitting around a fire. You're having, some soup that was made. You got a cauldron and a fire in front of you. You're surrounded by some other soldiers that are around you, and they're half donned in their armor. They're trying to relax as you hear the clashing of swords and shields off in the distance, and you're sitting and you're just telling tales and getting ready. How do you want to start? Why don't you introduce yourselves as well? That'd also be good.
That'd be a good idea,
I'm
right?
Rev. You can find me
Kick
here on Respawn.
Ew.
Gross.
Yeah, I'll go first. I am playing Nemu, who is a little plasmoid baby. They are covered fully head to toe and have like a mask covering their face to where they can still see out. And they have a humanoid shape to them currently. And I think Nemu's probably wherever the food is.
I am the cake knight known as St. Clair is probably batting Nemu's hand away every couple seconds as they're trying to bake everyone some fresh bread before some sleep, so that way they all can try to get some bit of comfort before we go.
But to continue, Blood.
Yes.
No, that's pretty much. I'm over wherever the food is, trying to sneak myself some bites.
All right, then Brett, you're up next.
Yes. 4 years. We've been working together for 4 years. Wait, and your fingers won't get caught in the coals.
But I mean, the coals won't actually hurt me. It's gonna be fine.
Smacks
it's
again.
Kind of like, ah! But.
Sit your butt over there. Let it do its thing. It'll be done before the sun sets.
I'm gonna sit myself strategically within 10 feet of the oven or whatever, because I can like make a proboscis thing come off from like the side of me, and I'm gonna try and like sneak that in. To
The
grab
aroma
something.
of fresh pastry is resonating off the Cake Knight's battle axe that is on his back as he is sitting just watching the rest of everyone. And this food that I'm prepping for everyone, I'm using the chef feat and trying to give everyone just an extra, basically, little snack to give them some temporary HP during our next short rest.
What does your character look like? What's his?
He is a dwarf. A lot of gray going into his red beard. Bald head. His armor is interesting. It's half plate, but the interesting part of it is that he actually has a apron on that kind of goes underneath it, and it's surprisingly not that covered in blood. All things considered, it's mostly got either he washes it regularly or he just has several aprons. Part of his outfit looks baker slash also like warrior. And he's always got just a jovial smile on his face, and he's got crow's feet. He's an older gentleman wanting to get home, and this is not his first war, and he's not happy to be here, but he's doing his best for these guys.
Watching that display, Rev or Darkness, you want to Rochambeau it or
I vote Rev.
right?
I will be playing Rad Tail. He is a 17th level barbarian, and he likes to hit things real good. Also, because he believes in a fair fight, he does not use any of the ridiculous things like weapons and magic and spells and all that bullshit. He punches it until it stops moving.
I hate to ask this, but does he have magical attacks with his punches, or are these just...
He does.
Okay, good. I'm sure Sinclair knows that.
I mean, we'll see if it actually works.
That's also true.
Wow.
He's also the the transport expert for the group, as he has a giant magic carpet.
Much to my chagrin.
I still can't believe you win that in a game of Jenga of all things.
And I will probably be wandering over and pestering you as you cook.
Oh, so there's two
Is
of
that
us.
going to be enough?
There'll be enough for everyone here.
Is that going to be enough for me?
Yes, that'll be enough for you. This is everyone else's, and this one he'll point, like, he's got 2 cast iron cauldrons basically going. He's got one for everyone else, and there's one for you.
By the way, can I like actually like do a sneak to try and steal a piece of bread out of the oven thingy?
You can do that. Give me a stealth roll.
So you're trying to lift up a lid of a cast iron while there's still coals on to steal a piece of bread?
Yep.
Ow!
With disadvantage, too.
Oh no!
Oh, cool.
Got this.
Let's roll 2 of them. It's actually not terrible,
Okay.
because my lowest was 11 on the die. Let me figure out what my stuff is.
Brett, why don't you roll a
Plus 3.
Since you're already aware, we'll make
So
it like an
14.
active perception check.
Okay.
And what'd you roll,
14 total.
And technically it's sleight of hand, question mark? Wouldn't it be?
That is true. Yes, I will give you that sleight of hand. So if you
Cool.
do want to re-roll, or you just want to take the first one that you rolled,
I rolled them both at the same time. I'll just take what I had, because I've already put them back. But that's a 14.
14 as well.
okay. So
Sinclair's not very perceptive. He needs spectacles. He does wear little spectacles on his eyes, like go under his helmet. He's a.
so
If it
because
helps
he was
any-
already,
If it helps any, in my favor, I'm literally using like a little like pseudopod like extension from me, so it's like literally just a tiny little whoop.
that is fair. You probably get to about the point where you can touch it before Sinclair, who is actively watching these coals, is like swats you away and just goes, "You got close," but no. Like gives you like a warning look.
Yes, Rad. This one is just the regular honey garlic bread. Yours has the bacon bits and leftover bits of potato, because I know you like it extra heavy for you. Your poor colon.
I
We
don't know
all
if that
need
means
more
my
meat.
shits are good. I had
And
one of
as
the same
for-
size as you last week.
I know.
Why bread?
I was there.
And you guys end up hearing this kind of whispering lizard voice come up through.
Rock. Hi.
Where's
Why?
the meat?
There's
We're just menaces.
There's bacon in mine.
Because it's nice and warm and it can stay warm. I'll put some meat on and he'll go into his bag and get like a slab of ham or something like that, like a half slab of ham, and just put it on a roast and stick it on the thing.
If you want, I
He's
could try
probably
and go
so
hunting.
done with us.
We're in
But
an
those
active
squirrels
war.
are really hard to punch.
We are.
Wait, that's...
We are in an
Did we
active
not-
war zone.
I
Alright,
thought
but-
we caught them yesterday.
Yeah, but you cheated.
I hate all of you.
But Darkness, why
No,
don't
it's
you
fine.
describe your character as she's whispering for meat over this fire?
Esbrock is a lizard folk. He, she, they. No one
Lizard.
knows. Lizard.
Lizard.
Paladin. Stark green scales. You know, very lizard. And very like, I don't know. We'll see.
What color are their eyes?
Yellow eyes. So yellow eyes, green scales, has like the standard spikes going down, heavy armor, kind of chainmail. Nothing too crazy, honestly. Uses a whip instead of a regular weapon, so
Oh, good.
we'll see how that goes.
We're all the things that Brett's character hates the most at this point.
Pretty
Sinclair put some extra honey on the ham for his lizard friend. Oh,
Right.
I'm going to miss all of
So-
you.
I'm
No,
excited to go back. This place is fucking dope.
Oh, that's right. You guys aren't from here.
No. No, I'm not.
That's weird. Like, not new, but still weird.
I agree.
I mean, certainly people travel, so like you're used to people that aren't from here.
Yeah, but like, it's kind of different when it's like not from the country and not from the world.
Which one of those is bigger?
I think the world?
I think,
There's no way you don't remember that.
sidebar as the DM, so we're actually running this out of Brett's homebrew world because I'm lazy and I'm not about to do that. So it actually is technically a made-up country in Brett's world that I'm collabing with him on, but how, like, this world is actually, like, despondent of this one, correct?
Oh, it's a parallel Earth. Yeah.
Pretty scale, yeah. So
It's like Tolkien, how he's saying that like everything happened before our history was written.
yeah. And I would say that Sinclair, having been here, this being his second time here, he would be able to accurately say it's a 1-for-1 scale.
I would say that we are considering the landmass you designed, we're probably in like what we consider modern day Asia.
Sure, just for the
size
isekai
comparison.
factor.
Yeah. So
I think
I
Darkness
mean,
is cool.
I was still redoing my sophomore year of high school when everything happened, so
What's a high school?
second academy for youth, for them to learn basic reading and things.
What's an academy?
That's a lie.
basically, It's where they torture kids into knowing shit.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah.
You willingly went there? That's kind of horrible.
No, it's mandated by local government.
The
It was
government
small.
sucks.
Some of them are good.
Actually, I was about his size. I'm gonna clap a massive hand down on your shoulder.
I'm gonna do the pinky thing where I grab this pinky and start just bending it this way.
Ah,
Just the way like,
ah, ah.
Oh,
So
no.
it's
Every time.
space, please.
He said, "Boundaries, small child, or large child."
Large thing.
Man, child.
Man, child, person, you.
I wish I didn't quit smoking.
I mean, there's smoke right in the oven. You could breathe that in.
The fire. Just, it follows you. You just go stand in that and you'll smoke. Smoked meat. Why
Like
don't we
that
have
one?
any?
And he pulls out the side of ham and gives it to Rock. It's still a little undercooked because I know you like it bleeding.
Thank you. And I'm just gonna slither off
Start
and
numbing.
I don't. Since they're a lizard, they probably all the mostly dimmed coals. He's just put into a pile, so you just have a hot rock as a lizard just to chill on.
oh yes, just go curl up on that, eating my meat. Just
Your little basking rock.
Yep.
why is it so cold here?
That's great.
It is actually
Right here.
pretty cold. As the sun does begin to set, you start hearing kind of as the conversation starts kind of dwindling, you hear the people around and the groups around you. There's multiple fires, placed among this camp. You guys are kind of in a general sort of mess area that they've patched up for being on this war front. You guys have been here for about a week, getting your bearings, talking with the generals, talking with the troops, as there is a full moon happening tonight, and it is going into tomorrow and the next day. Because of this full moon, you know that what the big bad is doing, and you know him to be by the name of Sashmalan. You know that
Sashmalan.
he is Sashmalan.
Ooh.
I'm gonna adjust my seat real quick. So pardon the creaking. You know that he is a I know what it is. Hold on. I know what he is. Give me a second.
He's a big smelly lizard.
He's the
He
Batman.
kind of. He is a arch red Draco Lich, who has been trying to accumulate this power and make it known that he will be the ruler of these lands one way or another. He owes it to his lineage. He owes it to the power that he has been given to become stronger. You guys actually found out in a recent battle that you had with him a month or two ago that he is a shard bearer of the god known as the Betrayer, which, as shard bearers in this world, you literally have a piece, a shard of a god within you that has either been granted to you or stolen and given to you. There are not many cases in between. And the Betrayer is a serpentile god that is a son of the main deity, the king of the gods here, which is at this time the actually, Brett, at this point, would he be the light bearer again? Not to give spoilers for your book or anything.
Is the sky still shattered, or is it been cleared up?
We said that it's 200 years after your book.
It's been cleared up then.
Okay, so he is the son of the light bearer.
She.
The son. She. I apologize. She is the
It's
yeah,
also
of the
difficult to
sun.
put a gender on a deity.
Yeah, sometimes. But she's had this very difficult relationship between the pantheon that she's a part of and the people that she has created and is made to serve. And she has a very select few that she's given shards to. This Archdraco Lich was one of them because she knew that he had great power and she wanted him to do something with it. Until, unfortunately, she never specified what that was. But he interpreted that as, I can do whatever I want. I will make this something that she will be proud of. And her being a more ancient god, she doesn't have a whole lot of interaction with this world. She is pretty hands-off, but all those many, many years ago, she gave them the power. You guys were revealed this about a month ago and have implemented that into your plans, which he said, by next full moon, you will know my wrath in its most extreme form. And that night has come. It is tomorrow night, when the full moon will be at its peak, but it is still technically like a full moon. You actually see people at different bonfires around you. You see a tiefling bard. She plays a song, and as the moon starts to rise and crest over the horizon, you see her kind of hush and tell her cohort something, and you see her kind of go into the distance. Would anyone want to do an investigation check or like a perception check to see like what may be going on?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. Roll me a perception check for those who are doing that. If you're like looking out to like what everyone else is doing. This is technically open to everyone if they want to. And the only reason I'm doing this is
roll
because
at advantage?
you do get to roll with advantage.
I said, why did it roll at advantage? Oh, that's not.
I got a 24.
Ooh, very
I'm not
nice.
supposed to have advantage. Why did that roll at advantage?
For some reason, I didn't.
It's nope. That's the dice set. Doesn't tell you why. I will say that Sinclair is probably doing rituals of his own. In accordance to his deity and its relationship with the moon.
Okay, good to know.
Well, I'm just gonna go with the first one on the list, and it's a 28.
Okay, you guys both see that she and two other people in her party that she was dining with, they have already donned their armor. They've gathered up their weapons, and they are heading to the front lines. And you see that she had a guitar that she was holding and a lute of some kind that she was playing with and interchanging them. And as she goes out there, you see she's kind of hunched, and she's a pink tiefling, quite small. But she goes out there and you see her start to grow and get larger. As the moon crests over the horizon, you hear a howl as you see her transform into a werewolf, and her party goes into the fray for the night.
Oh. Nifty.
That was that was a plot hook that I got, and I was like, I need to show them.
I need to show them.
I'm like, that's cool as hell. Gotta do it. But
shit, did I miss the werewolf people again?
They're not gonna bite you. They're not gonna turn you into one.
They're fucking dope.
Why are their scales so long and skinny?
I think we've talked about this. Certain people have different types of scales. Some are more fluffy and long because they need to be warmer, and while some are skinnier and more like yours, where they are meant to kind of enjoy warmth but typically be cool.
But I don't have any.
Your scales are small and green. Or what color is your skin?
Gray skin and fully hairless.
Your scales are small and gray.
Oh shit, I've got scales?
Yes.
But as the night goes on, you guys realize that you guys have kind of finished your meal, and you get this feeling that you need to just check everything. You see and you hear again the battle over the over where the small, almost corridor-like bridge that is connecting where you are to the front lines. is, and you just feel this need, you're double checking everything, and you're essentially saying your last rites in a way. You are preparing for potentially not making it home. As the DM, this is an opportunity for you to change any spells that you need, or any items, or shift anything, so that way you are prepared for the next day, if you can change your spells. Yes.
I wanted to let you know that my Ring of Spell Storing has a charge of Spider Climb and a level 3 counterspell.
Okay, good to know. Make sure you
Honestly,
write that down.
I don't know what everybody's worried about. I've died before. It was fine. I woke up here.
Well,
You just wake up somewhere new and then you start adventuring.
Unless this is your second time at that place where you were adventuring.
No, I haven't heard that before.
We've been traveling for 4 years. Yes, at least 4 years. Yes, you have. Every time we go to battle, what happened to you? I'm gonna check his skull. What is wrong with the Rad?
For the
there
record,
just like a dent?
when he transferred, in my mind, what I had imagined is straight up the opening to that time I got reincarnated as a slime, where he's like thinking over his life choices, and that altered the way he came out. And he was just like this super scrawny, super smart, nerdy kid who was like always bullied and shit. He's like, I just want to be big and strong. I just want to be big and strong. So he
that's all he
forcibly
is.
tanked his soft stats and is all hard stats.
Fully good with that, man.
I love that
That's
show. That show's
awesome.
great. That show's great.
That show is really good.
It's a great show.
After we got over that one hurdle, I was like, okay, yeah, we're good with the show. This is cool. But yeah, so you guys are sleeping for the night. Again, your other compatriot is still in the infirmary tents with the healers, so they will not be joining. But you go to sleep, and there are plenty of people on watch, so there's no need to keep watch or perception or anything like that unless you wish to. Does anyone want to? Do you see the lightning?
Yeah,
did
we're in the
not,
middle of a
but-
thunderstorm, so if you hear the thunder and lightning, it's not Mal just being cleverly ambient. It's
Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening. Da.
Mal, dragons do fire, not lightning or thunder damage.
You're right.
unless they're a
That's fine,
caster,
that's
and then we're in trouble.
I
Wait,
did-
why
I did bang with the idea of either doing a blue Dracolich or a red one, and red just kind of fit the theme. Also, I was not at all influenced by a little dude on my desk or something like that.
Heck.
No,
Heckin'
not at
sherbet.
all.
Heckin' Sir Knight Mango Sherbet.
So cute.
Fucking
That's
adorable.
all of them.
Yeah, as a paladin, you can change out your spells every night, so it's
Yeah.
actually fine for you to
I
do.
believe
I'm
paladins-
part druid.
Paladins,
This-
druids,
I
and
would
clerics
like to
can do that.
cast
Mm-hmm.
So I have a
question. Oh, go.
it's a question for Rad. What is your thought about someone casting a spell so you can climb up walls like the spectacular Spooder Man?
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
Okay, just making sure.
Also, these references you two would understand. It is genuinely like the modern world we live in now. Granted, when you pass, time moves a lot differently.
In that case, that strategy that you and I talked about is directly a reference to the comics.
Yes, 100%.
But Blood, you had something you wanted to talk about.
Material components for spells. We have to have those, right? Or
It depends on the type of spell. If it is a genuinely revivify, you guys have plenty of diamonds. You would have at least 3 of them, I would say.
Sweet.
And you would know this, Nemu. I do have a scroll of Revivify. Just in cases.
Yeah, I just have the spell.
Mort.
But yeah. I believe actually Rad is the only one without any innate healing ability. Besides their Goliath trait.
I've got that, but I also have a thing I was about to bring up, which is I am going to make sure to grab a bottle of alcohol of some variety.
Uh-huh.
Because I have the amulet of the drunkard.
You do.
So I can use alcohol as a healing potion.
That's
How freaking dare you?
Rat, that's cooking wine. Are you sure?
It's just
Cooking,
like,
drinking.
oh, you got some water? Can I have some water? It's vinegar. What? Vinegar, pussy.
Um, and actually, he probably is like half-ass paying attention to things around him because he's also wearing dark vision goggles.
Nerd. He said I couldn't escape. I couldn't escape the goggles.
They're actually prescribed because he still actually needs glasses.
Magically enchanted to match his eyes. God forbid. As soon as they fly off or something happens, Velma just, oh no, I can't see anything. He like,
refused
Rad,
to
we're over
wear-
here. I can't hear you. I don't have my glasses.
He refused to wear regular glasses. He's like, no, I don't need glasses. And so somebody's like, let's enchant some goggles. See if he'll like those.
Yes, 100%. All right, but I will say that throughout the night, you do, since you're kind of more passively listening, as Rad, why don't you give me a perception check?
I have a pass of 19.
I
Are you
got a total
sleeping?
19.
Do I have to sleep? One sec. Let me see if I have to
I think
sleep
they
as a
do.
plasmoid.
I think you
Racial
do.
features. I do. That's sad. Never mind. Good night.
You have a jar that you just
You just kind of like become a little slime ball.
Okay, so you got a 19
Wrapped in all
total.
of my clothes.
You would hear the sounds of the mountain, things that are going on inside, things shifting, the earth kind of like rumbling as multiple, feet and battle is stomping around. You hear all of these things, but you can't quite grasp on what exactly they are. You know that they're big, and you know that they're scaring the shit out of a lot of people. But that is kind of what you hear throughout the night. Yes, darkness.
I have tremor sense. While asleep, would that still be like something?
Let's read it. Because that is actually really cool. Is that a racial trait?
It functions as a type of
Actually.
sight.
Yeah, it's
Type of
kind of
thing,
like
okay.
Toph.
Okay, so you would be able to envision and like see in your mind like how big these tunnels are. You can sense that they are quite large. They are human-sized tunnels, and they're being made quickly and moved on, and there are a lot of them being made. I will say that if you want to roll a perception check, you can with advantage for this.
Okay, let's see. Let's do that again.
You're using your luck stone?
Again. Ah ha 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 ha.
Well,
Again.
advantage.
Ah.
13.
A 13, you wouldn't be able to tell exactly what they are from here. They're a creature. You know that they're a creature, but they're one that you're unfamiliar with. So, unfortunately. But the night goes on. You all get a long rest. Hopefully your characters have not seen battle yet, but or at least like the character sheets itself. But you wake up in the morning at dawn. You hear kind of the bell to ring everyone up as kind of shifts are changing. Like it's like you're getting up right before people are going out to relieve others and help them retreat back so that way they can get healing, rest, come back later on. And no, don't do that. My mic is falling.
Want me to get it real quick?
If you would, that would be great. Because for some reason it's like not staying put, and I blame Brett twirling it around. It's not like staying put on the desk.
Oopies.
Yes, I did. It just slipped out. That's what she said.
Knew it was coming. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
We're roll for respawn, everybody. We have Toby. Get up here if you want to, Bubby. Come here.
I mean, would it be better?
We are adults
We're adults.
sometimes.
physically, mentally, who knows?
Oh, that's too late for you guys. Can you hear that?
We're spinning the chain and we're making it more secure. So thank you for this. Your characters talk while they wake up. Go.
Go.
So do you guys know like how big a bacon bitch is supposed to be?
A bacon what?
Yeah, the thing we're going to fight.
Oh, not off the top of my head. Like, big, cause like old, but also like they don't kind of stop growing, really. They
The
just keep
mountains
getting
were-
bigger.
Bigger or
The
smaller than
caves are human sized.
Bigger. Much bigger.
Does that affect
Uh,
it?
Yeah, is it like a goldfish? You make it smaller by putting it in a smaller thing?
What's a goldfish?
It's like a fish, but gold.
Toby.
What would you keep a fish in? Isn't it just a pond?
No, like a bowl.
Why would you keep a fish in a bowl?
Are
You
you
should just
cooking
eat
it
it.
over the stove?
No,
Why
it's
is-
like when you have a dog.
A dog
But
isn't a
it's-
fish.
No, if the dog was a fish.
But a dog isn't a fish.
Yeah, but if
Dogs-
the dog was like a goldfish, and you put it in a bowl.
Why would you put a dog in a bowl?
That
it
sounds
doesn't
very
get
bad
out.
for the dog.
Yeah.
This is gold.
How are you gonna have a bowl big enough to hold a dog? Like some of them are pretty big. Which, by the way, I don't think I actually mentioned this. My size is small, so like I'm on par with Brett's character.
So,
Can you guys hear me?
Hello.
Mom.
some
Perfect,
dogs are like that. And then some fish are like that.
What's the use
if
of
you
a
put,
dog
like-
that's that small? Because like they're supposed to fight things, aren't they? That's what I've seen them do.
No, people get mad when you fight your dogs.
But
There was
they're
this
supposed
football
to
player,
fight
he
with
did that
you.
a bunch. It didn't work out for him.
What's football?
It's one of those sports we're telling you about.
Oh, right, from your weird world.
Ah! Sinclair, you're awake. I was telling them about goldfish and how they're like a dog in a bowl.
Sinclair, do we have fish?
Do we need to
Smoked
paint
fish
it gold?
Sounds good. Oh, fish stew.
If this goes well, I will take us down to that market that is from all over that's on the coast, and I can get us a discount, and I'll make you all the best meat and fish pie you've ever tasted.
I just want to
Okay.
see what these goldfish are. It's like those
We
sound.
don't sell them.
Hang
Do
on,
any of you have minor illusion? Or actually, it would be probably Sinclair.
It
Do
would
you
have to
have
be.
minor illusion?
I do not. I have prestidigitation, which does not really work in the sense.
It says
Am I-
you can make a small like physical thing, so you could make a model goldfish.
He dips his hands in some water, and washes his face, and as he kind of rubs his hands together and then blows, some of the water droplets form and turn into what looks like a small goldfish.
I'm gonna reach out and just like try to grab it.
It's just okay. It immediately disperses. I can't make fish out of nothing.
That looked yummy though.
All right,
Oh,
but
no, it's
as you
kinda
guys
small.
as you guys are waking up, you hear the bell, more specifically that the general is awaking. It is not awaking, is approaching and calling for the current warriors to come out.
Before we go,
And-
Dungeon Master, if I may, I give
Dungeon
every single
Mistress?
Dungeon Mistress apologies. I give each one of my buddies, one of my where are they? That's so many things. One of my cooked treats. They
Okay.
are tiny little, just little meat pies, like just a little bit of like gravy that I made from leftover things with a little bit of like chicken and like carrots, and I just hand each one of them to you. And if you eat one, it gives you 6 temporary bonus HP, as a bonus action. Not a lot, but it's something.
Does it last all day, or is it more of a eat it in the fight thing?
It lasts for 8 hours.
So we'll wait then, probably.
Or it lasts until you take a long rest, basically. I'm reading this. Yeah.
So what does it do again? Sorry, I did not write that down.
Just gives you 6 temporary HP. Just a quick nom to give you a little boost.
Toby has words.
Toby does have
And
words.
Tony.
Ignore his words.
Yeah, where's Tony's words?
Tony isn't talking to us because he hates us.
Yeah. So rude.
But you guys start kind of like you know who this is. And as you go towards this, she's tall and slender, but still like built in a way. Like she's, you know what? She's like Karlak built in a way.
Dommy mommy.
But she is actually a tabaxi, a white tiger tabaxi.
Even better.
So
and-
she's just the captain from Treasure Planet, except White Tiger.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like bigger.
But thicker. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
But thick.
But just
Yes.
as badass.
And she is wearing she's wearing scale armor on her legs, and she has shoulder pads, but the rest of her like in gauntlets, but she keeps her torso kind of with like leather armor and such like that. She has a huge great sword with her, and you know this woman to be Dragons in the Night, a tabaxi paladin. And you see the moon symbols that are imbued in her armor. It has almost a glow to it, but you wouldn't quite be able to tell exactly where it's from. But she is very strong, very stoic looking, and she will kind of get up on a bigger rock that gives her a bit of a platform, and she announces, "Today is the day. We need to get this done. Sashmalan must be stopped today, before tonight even happens. We have a plan in place, and it is generously contingent upon our grateful party, of which has not been named yet. How dare you?
The fuck ups.
No. Immediately vetoed.
Damn.
The Death Squad?
Sinclair, you know how Vox Machina started out as being called the shits?
I don't know what Vox Machina is. We talked
Oh,
about
you
this.
didn't watch that, did you?
No, I was busy catching up with my wife after I was gone for 20 years.
So they were a group of D&D players on Twitch.
I don't know what Twitch is.
This is getting entirely too meta, guys.
Yeah, I was about to be like, so, but she
I
looks
will
to you guys,
elbow
and she
his
kinda-
hip, and as I look at it,
She will say, "It hinges upon the champions of Demosalin."
That's right.
yes.
So the plan is, well, we have a frontline team that is going to be running in as soon as those gates open. We have the control of the gates, thank gods. But
Mumbling under their breath, human fodder.
and you see her like ear twitch when you say that.
Tell me I'm
And
wrong.
so we're going to have a squad of 10 gods, 10 of you, gracious volunteers that applied last night, to be in the front. You are going to go in through the channel and start pushing them away from the designated area that we already talked about, we've already mapped out. And you guys have already been made aware of this plan prior to the night before. She's just re-explaining it so everyone knows what is going on, and also so that way you guys know, because I'm a bad DM and I didn't say it.
Don't say
You are
that.
not a bad DM. 3 nice
You just
things.
baby. You're just baby.
No, not 3 nice things on stream.
3
Yep.
nice things on stream.
Mm-hmm. Guys, hold them to this.
All of you
For
to
those
it.
who
If I
don't
have to do it, all of
know-
you have to do it.
We
For
need
those of you who
our.
don't know, Brett started a thing, and now we're all bullying each other with it, where we say something bad about ourselves, we have to say 3 nice things about ourselves.
And I am saying, whoever is watching this, they get to say whether that nice thing counts.
No.
Ooh,
It might take
Vetoed.
too long for chat to respond.
that is fair.
Otherwise,
That's
I would
fair. That's
agree.
fair.
I have a good sense of fashion. I like the way that I cut my hair. Rev's like, thin ice on that one. I'm really excited about this, and I am proud of the work that I've done thus far, even though a lot of this is half-minute.
That last one was pushing it. And you know
I
it.
know.
But approved.
Oh no, not
Sorry.
Emerald. Thing. 3 nice things. Also, hi Emerald. Nice to see you again. Okay, but she will continue. So there'll be about 10 gods going in the front. Then our hero team will be in between that, and then another 10 to the rest of you will be following behind. And like I said previously, that group of 10 are going to create a channel, an opening for us from this corridor from the bridge, and they are going to keep the lines at bay while we get our injured and concussed out, and then you guys will go in. This is our replacement plan. It has been for the while, but this is the push. We're putting everyone that can out there. Does anyone have any questions? And you see a couple of soldiers, put their hands up and ask for more specifics. And she gives them in more detail. And do you guys have any questions that you would bring up to her?
I actually.
We have questions.
This is the question I have for the DM. Is this a similar plan to what happened last time? Or did I not make it this far?
You did make it this far. The dungeon master, however, did not.
Will do.
But I will say that there are certain things that do remind you and do kind of make you think of those times, but there is enough of a difference that you could feel more comfortable with how this is going.
Good.
But you also know that the circumstances of this are many years different and many talents different. So that's where you kind of stand with that, Sinclair. Granted,
Thank you.
I could also just be talking for you, and you can have your own beliefs, and that can be discussed if I get picked.
So, when exactly do we get to go punch the bacon bitch?
Do you mean the Dracolich?
That's what I said.
Wait, is
We're-
there
You get-
bacon?
As soon as you say it, we need them done with.
All right.
They are a monster, a
Brad
blight on
hold
this
on.
land.
starts
By
heading
the belt.
towards it.
by the belt, as you're dragging him along, because how strong is this?
I'll
20.
help.
Ah,
I'll grab
20,
on to
also
Sinclair.
Goliath Barbarian,
Yeah.
also Totem Barbarian.
All
I
right,
got a
then.
20 for my strength, so I can help.
wait, are we?
Jeez.
What?
I don't
18,
think you
20,
can
and
actually
20.
move them.
Real quick, just to break down the way stats work in D&D, a 20 strength is the highest you can have. If you're
Naturally.
Goliath, your strength counts as one size larger, so your strength capacity doubles. And as a Bear Totem Barbarian, your strength capacity doubles again.
It's fine.
So I have 4 times the possible strength of anybody else
6
my
times.
size.
6 times.
Well, double is 4.
2 times 2.
But if you
Yeah.
count- Okay.
No,
You-
because it's
possible.
regular strength times 2 because you double it for Goliath, and then you double that by 2 again.
Mhm.
So 2 times 2.
I guess my brain thinks of it like to the
Squaring.
nth power, like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, like
That's valid.
exponents. Which is far beyond me. I'm not in that course yet for school, so no.
Sinclair. Sinclair grabs Rad.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it right.
I
Well, no,
think we
I
need to
said
wait.
Sinclair grabs in a brain. Rad.
Yeah.
There's a plan. When we get there, You will know. Okay, you gotta trust that. You gotta trust that
Well,
lump in your
that's what I was
chest.
asking, because I'm going to be honest, I tuned out right when she started talking.
Is that an Irish coffee?
Don't worry about it. He's like hand over the cup.
Don't worry about it.
I am
But-
above the legal drinking age here,
Are you?
as far as you know.
You
And
would
he's
know,
also
Sinclair, that
Goliath.
they are
I would know.
they are just over the legal drink. But you know, you hear the questions, everything has been explained, and so she goes, "All right, everyone at your stations." And you hear like kind of the clanging of shields as everyone starts moving forward into this parade of soldiers. You see people of all walks of life, all sort of classes, and you know, just all ages and everyone, every able-bodied person that wanted to and was able to, joined this war to stop this monstrosity of a person from becoming what they think they need to be.
So, Rad has got the carpet rolled up and slung over his back like a bow.
All
So
right.
he's going to
It's
grab
gotta be
everyone.
itchy.
Does anyone want to like rest their legs? We can take this.
Let's hold off. I'm pretty sure I've been hearing ballista fire like the entire night.
Mm-hmm.
That might make you a floating target.
That is also true. That was something that I
bet I could take it.
But the carbon, I might be able to.
Oh shit!
There's
You don't
also.
wanna-
Should
You
we
don't want to put
maybe-
holes in that.
Should we maybe
Yeah.
leave that here with Tam
Oh, that's a really good point.
so they can join us if they get up? That way they're just kind of zoom.
That makes sense. Yeah, let's do that.
Brad, you probably shouldn't have tried to have a drinking contest and do the knife thing that you kids keep trying to do.
I will say as a note, I know I said that earlier as an option, but you actually do not need to do that if you don't want to. I
Oh,
have
okay,
other
never mind.
plans for that. So you do not need to do
Phenomenal.
it.
If we're not really gonna if we don't have a need for it right this second as a foreseeable thing, that is a good plan for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you can if you want. I won't stop you, but I had plans. But
Now
that
you
is
have
good.
multiple
All right.
plans that you can
I
use.
do. I will probably leave it up to Tony, and it also depends on where you guys are for this. So we'll say that it's currently in limbo.
It floats.
It's gonna be there if you need it.
The carpet is in hand space.
Yes. Exactly where Cinderella's fairy godmother's wand is, just up there. But you guys, you know, hear the crowd, the shields are being born, and you hear prayers being murmured around you as well, to the various deities and such that are being that have gathered here. And eventually you hear the click of the lock and like the kind of the drawbridge sort of going as the gate gets lifted. And it is a heavy metal, it is made of bloom iron, so it is extremely sturdy, extremely heavy, and it is being lifted. It's super thick, and you hear it being lifted, and she goes, "For Demosulin and for the world!" As you all run
Hoorah.
in, lots of no oorahs here, silly man, no.
Book it.
Actually, with your sea god, it could work. Yes, you all run in. There's that specific designated like 10. They look more like barbarians, paladins, fighters. They are going in front of you. They are screaming as they go into this corridor, and this bridge, I keep saying corridor because that's how I imagine how small it is quite thin. You can maybe potentially fit 5 people across it. It is not very thick, and it is cavernous on both sides. It is a steep drop that will kill anyone. I don't care how many hit points you have, unless you're the boss or you can fly. So, but
So about that
fall
carpet.
damage.
but you guys know, like, there are like you are surrounded on all sides, so you will not fall off. This is the plot armor part. You go through, and you have been ushered to the beginning of this, and you full on see the range. There are at minimum 200 fighters on either side that are in full clashes of metal, blood, mud. Everything is on the line here, and you see the desperation and the determination of the people. You see that they're tired. You see that they are so happy to hear and see relief arriving. But you see that they don't stop. They keep going. They keep their wits about them, and they just keep fighting until they get tapped out. But you also see many on the other side who look just like you guys. They are humans, kobolds, lizard folk, tieflings, all of them. They are fighting, but with a different air, different aura to them. They have this determination that just feels wrong. It looks wrong. Almost like Uncanny Valley-esque, if you know what that is. But you are being ushered, and you see your team soldiers. They have like tower shields, and they are pushing away from this, where the opening is, to this big, massive, kind of circular, almost island center of this cavern. And from there, you see in full view this huge volcanic mountain that is big. It's jagged. The way I kind of tried to describe it to myself and to Brett earlier when I was kind of talking DM stuff and all that, I imagine it like a fiery version of the mountain from The Hobbit, where they have the big fight there. It is
Where the dragon is hoarding all the gold and stuff. Where
yeah, it's like that. The what is it? The Dwarven Keep or something. Like the Dwarven King or something.
It's the Misty Mountains. It's yes.
Misty Mountains. Yes.
Yes.
I had to sing the song. I was like, what the fuck?
Yes. But you guys get there, and you feel like people pushing you forward and holding you back at the same time as you get this. You see the jagged, almost balconies where you see these ballistas, these giant crossbows, are being drawn and shot at multiple people. You see rocks and just all manner of things that are being thrown from the top while also being shot at. You see casters that are hurling spells, but you see that they are slowly dwindling. They are also at the beginning of their rotation for this. As you guys are being pushed through, there's about 150 feet between where you are at the beginning of this to the mouth of the cave. You did also get intelligence that there is another opening on the top left part of the mountain. So you know that there is almost like a secret cavern from the scouts that went out a couple of weeks prior that still had yet to be boarded up or, really used in that way. Yeah, fortified. So there are those two options. You can either just go straight in from the front, or you can attempt to go in through there. Kind of the option of the flying carpet would be there.
Would it be a about the same kind of distance both ways? Like, would we hit the same point at the same time, or is there a difference?
It would probably be the same as long as you keep altitude. I will actually say that you would need to make space because this carpet is what dimensional size?
6 by 9.
So you would need that much to at least get it unfurled, and say the command word in that time. So that would also be something to account for as well. But as you go,
I was supposed to roll a thing before we did all of this. Can we do that really quickly, DM?
Yeah.
With my Druid Circle of the Stars thing, I have a thing that I'm supposed to roll every time I quote unquote long rest.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I cannot remember where it is.
Is it the Cosmic Omen?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, I just roll, I think, a d20, and if it's evens, I
Oh,
get
it's
to
a
add
D6.
things. Or is it a d6? Cool, cool, cool.
Oh, wait.
Boop, boop,
Hold
boop.
on. Whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is about to make an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check, you can use your reaction to roll. Okay, so it's actually a reactionary thing. You don't...
Yeah, but I have to do
okay.
whenever
So
at the beginning
even
of
or
the
odd. Okay. Yeah, you can roll any dice for that. I would say d20 is probably appropriate for this. So yeah.
Okay. Let me roll that. Tobias, Bubby, I know. Roll. So that's evens. That means I can add to people's stuff, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you can use reaction and add the number from a d6 rolled to the total. Neat. Okay. So
And I
yes,
have
you
1, 2,
the
3,
wheel.
4, 5, 6 of those.
Yes. Yes. So you have that. So make sure you remember that. Keep it on there. And you go in, and are you guys going to be running towards the cavern? Like, how do you kind of want to navigate this portion of it? I personally would recommend running because that's what the plan was, but if you are wanting to kind of like, I want to see what you guys are thinking.
Would coming in at 2 different areas kind of help us?
I don't think we should split the party. You said that this is different than last time.
Yes. Essentially, the arena is different.
Right. But did we go into them head on, or was there like a stealth option? Do I need to make a wisdom saving throw? Is what I'm asking, because I'm sure I'm having a little bit of PTSD.
Okay. I would
And like, how
say
clear is Sinclair's head?
you have been on this kind of battlefront for about a week. You guys have been staying in the camps, you've been prepping plans. I believe it would be up to you what the DC would be. I would say that it'd probably be higher because you have been prepping and planning longer than before.
It's not good. It's not good at all. That was a 2.
How do you do that? Why do you choose the most inconvenient thing at the most inconvenient time?
I'm having a like, he's died to this guy before. It's scary. Death is
Yeah.
terrifying. That's a total of 9.
Okay. I will say that you do hesitate. At this time, for like the next like probably 2-3 minutes, you can't verbalize properly. Like you are stammering and like kind of just like your words aren't coming out right. You're running, but you're not. It's more aimless. Like you know the direction, but like there's
no
real
plot.
purpose. Yeah, there's no plot. All helmet, no head. With that, but in like the sad way, not in the idiot way.
Well, it's also a sad way.
Well, you know. I mean, that's fine if we just go through the front. I just didn't know if we should. Hand gestures.
Front.
Also, Rad's gonna like tear his shirt in half. It's tucked into his pants, so it just like flops over like a battle skirt. Like, this way you guys know which one's me. Their shirts were skins.
I don't have skin.
Would this be a bad time to say that last night I heard the caves. They were growing.
Grown.
You guys are also talking as you're running because you guys are getting through like the first like 30 feet of this like battleground.
Fuck it, we've all.
Forward.
All right,
Oh,
fuck it, we've
there's
all.
probably more
All
caves.
right.
Okay.
I'm going to have you guys roll 3 dexterity checks.
You keep babas.
And this will be for all of you. So
I have disadvantage on those.
I am thinking of one on those. One,
well,
two.
okay, good.
That's not bad.
So I'm actually having you roll them one at a time when I
Oh,
tell you.
okay.
Um,
Sorry.
Also, what did you say they were?
dexterity checks.
Okay.
That's
First
a
one was a-
9.
13.
9, 13. Okay.
17.
17. Proud of you.
Thanks.
19.
Okay. So, as you're running through, unfortunately, you know, like the pushing and the barriers can only get so many people. You
Oh wait, no, it's just on stealth. I have a
Nemu,
disadvantage on those.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
want
it's just
to,
on stealth. Let me
okay,
reroll
so
that.
if you, okay, yeah, I'll allow that.
I'm sorry.
No sorry.
Let one die, everyone. 18.
Okay, so you guys, that's cocked. That's better. Okay, so you guys that did pass, the DC was 17. You will take 5 points of damage. Darkness, you will take 10 points of damage. As you guys get hit with, you know, like stray arrows and like swords as you're running through this first part. You guys get the next couple of feet. We'll have you roll another dexterity.
Can I, as we're going through, because I have like 40 feet of movement,
Mhm.
can I be shooting people?
Yeah,
'Cause I
I'll say
have
that.
1 a longbow and 2 Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, go for it. If you guys have like those kinds of like kind of quicker attacks like that, absolutely do that.
Cool. Do I have to roll those or just they're just going off?
I would say roll a d20 and then add your modifier.
Could I slap them on the back and give them a magic weapon cast?
If they have not rolled, I would say yes you can, but that would be your action for this turn.
My weapon's already magic.
Okay,
So.
I will pass then.
I
At
got
this
a
point, most
longbow.
of you already have magical weapons. Rev is inherently a magical weapon. Although, actually, Art, you have magical fists, right?
Yeah, I punch magically.
Okay. Because
Well,
I was going to say, I'm like, if you wanted to,
So
you
actually,
could.
With him having ripped open the shirt, you guys see he's got a big dragon tattoo.
Mm.
And that is the source of his magical punch.
Bet.
Punch.
So that was a 25.
That was a 25. Okay. So you see you see one of the opponents that is fighting. They've got this like crazy smiling grin. There's blood splattered all over them, but you can tell that blood is not
Somewhat
only
of theirs too.
yeah, it's theirs too. Like they're in that sort of delirium right beforehand, and with the 25 you sling an arrow at them and you see it go just like right between the eyes, and you see that kind of grin just as they fall backwards
Nice.
onto the battlefield, and you see that this bard with like 2 swords just kind of like briefly looks back and just nods to you like exhausted as they continue fighting. Anyone else
I'm so
would
mad
like
that
to
my fucking camera doesn't work right now because I just did like one of those cheery little salutes and no one fucking saw it.
Aw.
Sad. I
Yeah,
got
very
nothing.
sad.
You don't have Eldritch Blaster? Oh, that's right, you don't have Eldritch
Well,
Blast.
why would a warlock have Eldritch Blast? That seems silly to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 1 ranged attack, but I don't know if Brett wants to be in the middle of that.
A little bit, probably, but not the time.
Are you kidding me? Hold on. I gotta if anyone else wants to do an attack, sorry, Bobby is trying to invade our room.
Bobby.
Bobby being the Roomba.
Guys, I know a spell, but I don't know if it would work.
If you throw me, I'm taking your fingers with me.
No, I learned the spell.
What?
I
I thought
thought-
you didn't like magic.
So you said
Yeah.
it's a cheat code, as
I
I
can
put it.
speak with animals.
Looks
Are there
around.
any
I
animals?
don't see any
can-
animals.
I can also speak with animals.
I can also
I mean, I can
detect
become
animals.
Darkness, do
Take
you have
10
any
minutes, I have
long
to
range
focus
attacks
on
or
it.
spells that you would like to
You-
as they're
You're
bantering?
not gonna poop again, are you? Standing up?
No, if I take 10 minutes to really think about it, I can tell you where the animals are.
I can just become an animal. Do you want me to become an animal?
Not. Time. Time.
At this point,
I have hold person.
Also, I would like to flavor text that his beast sense. He's
Oh,
just him looking around for 10 minutes. So, there's an animal. There's an
That
animal.
is for my friends.
There's one.
let me look at your sheet, Darkness. I mean, you could whip someone. You do have that whip.
When there's a whip,
Am I close enough to?
there's a way.
I mean, it's a range of 10 feet. You could, I mean, as a lizard person, you're also taller, unless you have claimed that you're shorter. You could just, like, over someone's head.
I'm 6'7".
Yeah, you can definitely whip over someone.
I love the
Okay.
fact that the dynamic of this is tall, tiny, tiny. There is no middle.
Oh wait, that was the damage.
That is like
Here's the
8.5
hit.
feet tall.
So I'm
So
just
you
gonna
rolled
lash out.
D20 plus 11.
So that's a 16.
You hit someone close by, and you see that, like, there's someone who's, like, not quite facing you. They have, like, their back to you, but you see, like, the top of their head. Like, they're also a Goliath, so they kind of stick up among the a crowd, and also being bald and hairless as they are, you kind of just, you look at them, smirk, and then just crack your whip right on their dome, and you put a crack in the bell, that's for sure. And they kind of just, like, look around real confused as you just run past their, like, field of perception, and then, like, they do continue fighting, but you did definitely, like, confuse the hell out of them and get a couple of hits in available for the guy that was fighting him one-on-one.
Just gonna be like, like that kind of laughter.
Little gremlin laughter as they run by.
Yeah.
All right, and then this will be the second one. Second
Dexter.
dexterity. Yeah, that I'll have you roll.
Roll.
Please work with me, dice.
That was less good. 12.
22.
Okay.
9.
Natural 20 for a
Can
19.
would,
Oh shit.
would I
Alright,
be
and
able
then-
to convince you to let me use my athletics?
I'm going to say it depends on what you want to do.
I think we're trying to dodge arrows right now.
Yeah, you're trying to, like, dodge attacks. So
Then how about
depending on,
acrobatics?
I'll allow that. You know what? I'll let you use your cool ass racial traits and stuff.
Well, no, so I have advantage on acrobatics.
Oh.
18!
All
As a
right.
barbarian, don't you get advantage on all dex things?
As long
I
as you
get
can see them.
advantage on dex saves if I see them coming.
And also, he has to be raging.
Is it?
Does he?
I thought
It's
after
not
like level
just raging.
15.
It's...
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Never mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
once you're after a certain point, that's right.
Well, also,
Um,
danger sense is something you get at, like, second level. You have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
I don't think it specifies raged or not. It's just in general.
It does not.
Mhm.
Yeah,
hmm,
but it
Okay.
does specify save.
Gotcha. I also remember that being when I played Barbarian. I remember always being confused when we're like, I don't know what they was, and so it was kind of just like play by play. I don't know. Okay, so we've got 18 for blood, 19 natural for Brett. Was it a 22 for you, Darkness?
Hi.
And Rev, what did you roll?
A 9.
A 9. Okay, so for you would take 9 points of damage, and everyone else would take 4 points of damage. I'm sorry, 5 points of damage. I forgot I'm rolling up for rounding up for these.
My temporary hit points is gone.
You
Oh,
ate
wait,
the
I
bread.
know.
I am not raging. Never mind.
No, you are not.
You're eating the bread.
Oh, I ate that right away.
Did Nemu also eat the bread immediately?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes. Any attacks that you guys want to do? Another Eldritch Blast or arrow, another whip attack. What would you like to do?
Another whip.
I can't remember if
I'm
I
gonna
get
try to
multiple shots of Eldritch Blast or if that's a.
Crit.
I have 4 beams
20
of Eldritch Blast. Let's do that. One.
You don't need to roll damage. It was more just that you hit targets. Sorry, this isn't like genuine initiative. Sorry.
Oh,
Are there any no longer with us people around our feet?
$16, 24, and 8.
Odds or evens, Rev?
Or 16, 24,
Odds.
and 8.
There is 2 people that you can see that are deceased around you.
In that case, I would like to make some ranged attacks.
God damn it. I knew you were going to do that. As soon as you said it, I knew you were going to do it. But Blood, you said that you have 4 Eldritch Blasts. What were they again?
16, 24, 16, and 8.
Okay. The last one kind of goes wild and chips a side of the mountain. The other ones, you blast them at people. Are you aiming more for people who look already hurt, or are you kind of just aiming wild?
People who are definitely looking a little bit more hurt. That way I can make sure that they're down and then whoever's fighting them can move on to the next.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that all of those you see, like the 3 that you were able to hit, they do go down, and if they are not down, they're on like 1 hit point, and the person that is with them is able to just slash and end them and move on to the next.
Sweet. I'm assisting with things that don't cost me anything.
So
Thank you,
I'm
I
capitalism.
rolled a 26 with my whip, and I'm gonna
Okay.
try to aim for the feet, like someone's feet.
Okay. We will do that after we do Rev's body slam attack.
Okay.
Ranged.
I'm gonna grab the 2 corpses by their ankles and like swing them over my head and hurl them at people. Like, stop
All right.
fucking shooting me!
All right. Roll 2 attacks.
Yay.
That's terrifying.
Very.
Wasn't that
Very
Bobby?
I will say you
Potentially.
see that you recognize that these people were wearing enemy armor.
Oh, good. Doesn't matter. Desecrate their bodies.
17
Okay.
and 22.
Okay. For the first one, roll a d4 for me.
Yeah. That's the big one with 12 sides on it, right?
No.
3. With that first throw, you hit 3 people with that body. So like as you do it, you like almost perfectly like just like they're flailing around, open arms, open legs, like just literally let
that
bodies hit the floor.
through
I also like to imagine the guy wasn't actually dead. He was just like on the verge of. So his
And
last
now.
memory on the mortal plane is being used as a human fucking frisbee.
It's like the My Hero bridge, and it's just like, God, I've been falling for a long time. But yeah, so as that happens, you see that person kind of like their eyes like slightly open as like the last thing they see is this guy, and they go, "Wow, a bird!" Like as they like ram into like a group of people. And you kind of just like anyone who did hear that, which is kind of like soft enough to be like, wow, that was a personal thing, but you can also like I feel like one of y'all would absolutely say there are no birds, dumbass.
Those are casters flying on brooms.
Those are witches. But okay, so that first one hits 3 people. You see them not necessarily go like they go down to the ground for sure, but they're not necessarily dead, but they're struggling under the weight of a man. And then the other one, roll another d4.
Yeah. 1.
All right, so
Fucking that
you
guy
throw.
in-
Yep, you roll that. You swing that other one. He kind of like kind of like balls himself up, and you see a
Becomes a
group of people
cannonball.
kind of like watch out, and so they like kind of like make a small circle, and one guy is like, huh, as he zonked.
Huh?
Oh no! I don't care if the
That
guy's there
man
or
is.
not, he
They both
wants
are
to be.
definitely dead at that point. So you have taken out 2 other opponents. Now Darkness, with your whip attack, absolutely you can roll at. You can do it at feeties. No dogs are safe, even if they're covered.
Hell yeah.
Dogs out for Jesus.
And also, just a reminder, you do have 2 attacks per action, so you can use your whip twice.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Also, Emerald, please
Dirty
clip
20.
the bodies hitting the floor. That was actually quite epic. Okay, so you do that. So you get an ankle. For this first one, you it whips around and you see it draw blood, but it wraps around an ankle and you just kind of yank it as you trip someone into someone else's sword. And like they're backed up between this sword and one of the tower shield that's around you, and so you just see this guy get impaled, or you hear it as the sword clanks against the shield that is behind them. And then your next attack,
Was a dirty 20.
Ooh.
dirty 20, yeah. The next one, you pull them, you whip them in the ankle, and you hear someone just yip, as like you hear like the pucker as they jump up into the air and get slammed with one of Nemu's Eldritch Blast attacks. So with that, you keep going. You are almost there. You are in the home stretch. One more dexterity save, or not save, dexterity check.
Emerald says stretch and sippies.
Thank you. I will drink water for this one.
I have appy juice.
I have Kofefe now.
Out of alcohol.
What were we
It's the
doing?
last bit of my water, it looks like. Dexterity check. 1, but not natural.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's still not good, baby.
I'm using different dice every time for the record, so if anyone's wondering if I'm using the same die, I've got 3 d20s I've got prepped.
I'm using Themperchild dice.
Well, aren't you just
That's-
fancy?
Okay.
So
I'm,
that
um,
first
Fails.
one,
In
and
Um,
the second one. That's only a 14. Fuck.
All
I
right.
got 12.
12.
I got a 9 again.
You all failed this one. You guys are lucky I rolled so shit on this. 5 points of damage
Lovely.
each of you.
Oh.
And because
Oh.
this is the last of it, you guys will say no real attacks unless it's like a real quick one, like shooting off a spell or something like that. But you guys make it into the threshold of the mountain. You are inside the mountain at this point.
If there's any ankles on the side, I'm going to take out their Achilles with my sword. Just kind of like
You know,
down and go.
I was like, someone's got to go for the more ankles. Like Darkness only did 2. Yeah, I'll say that like on the way out, you kind of like slide in and you just like shing, 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 with some like daggers or something.
So I have Dragon Slayer Scimitar, so I'm literally just I have that down as I'm running through.
All right, okay, yeah. So you just you get like 3 people, that are just like fuck, and, like you hear them like as they like drop to their knees, they're like wailing in pain. But
Demonic
you
child
cross,
cackling as they go inside.
yes, and
You hear Matt shouting to, I don't condone the use of weapons!
You are a weapon. You just threw bodies.
Yeah, bodies are
Um,
weapons, that's fine.
but you
What
are past this
constitutes a
threshold.
weapon to you?
Sinclair has cleared his mind. He feels a little more better now that he is past this point. And now you are in a cave, essentially. It is big and all-encompassing. There are multiple routes that you could take, but there's one central one where the scouts did find out that simply going straight would be the most advantageous for you, as there are kind of like 3 tunnels that we're going. You see like as you're running through, just as you get past like the entrance of that middle one, you see out of the corner of your eyes more troops coming from the other 2 that are going back into the fray to do the same thing that your teams were just doing, which was relieving people on the front. So as you go in, you notice that it's quiet. You have time. There's virtually nothing there. But it is about 20 feet of hallway that you have before you get to a main sort of main sort of cavern, so to speak. With this, yes, Brett.
Before we go into any major corridor, Sinclair would like to stop them, open up his pouch, and give each one of them a basic healing potion. These are not to use now. If one of us drops, you give him one of these.
I heal.
And just in case we don't have the opportunity for magic.
And all of you guys do understand, obviously, healing potions. You do know the gravity of using them in those dire needs. All jokes aside, you are able to put them to the side.
You're aware of his amulet, but it doesn't make it less annoying when Rad's like, "Don't worry, I got this bottle of wine last night."
That doesn't help us, buddy.
If I drop and you pour wine down my throat, I will come in the afterlife and kill you.
I thought this was your
I mean, I
afterlife.
come in my normal life. I don't know why you have to wait till your afterlife to come.
Wait, isn't
Oh,
this your
God.
second afterlife?
I flick him in the groin.
Every time!
Why does
But
that hurt
at this
so much?
time, I think this is a good segue for us to take a break, go to the bathroom, get more drinks, etc. So we will, if you're prepped for that, blood, we will see you in a few.
Bye.
See you in a sec, guys.
rolled a punch.
You roll to punch.
I mean, you can. Do I still have chocolate milk left? Wait a minute.
Oh no. Do you?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Well, we're starting this off right. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. This is Isekai, being run by me. Our players have just gotten past the main battlefield, where there are a multitude of gaggle of soldiers that are fighting. They have pushed their way through, did some damage, got some damage, and they are now in this cave, this very large cave, that is quite dark. How many of you have dark vision?
I do as well as a dwarf.
Wonderful. Okay, so all of you, if you are looking around, it is somewhat quiet in here. You feel the rumblings, and this is more pronunciated for Esperok darkness, since they have the tremor sense. But you feel some rumbling in the ground. You hear the small bits of rock that are falling from the ceiling as like kind of pebbles move around. But make a perception check, anyone who is actually looking around.
Sure.
I'm very observant.
Is that a
There's
5?
not.
I
That's
got
a
it.
26.
So an 18 from Esper, 5 from Brett,
26.
6 from 26. I heard just 6 and I was like, ooh, y'all are rough.
And 18 is.
I see everything.
And then Rev,
11.
that's not very rad of you.
Look at this
No.
wall. That's not even a wall.
That's
I will say that
So
with
like
an
that.
11, you actually do see that this wall is porous, but in the way that there are gigantic holes in, or not gigantic. That's a very big exaggeration. They're very large holes. Not big enough for you to fit in comfortably, but for the smaller folk here, they are quite big. They're comfortable for you to walk around in. They're these big 5-foot diameter holes, and they're sprinkled around everywhere, up on the walls, more towards the ground, even under the like on the floor where it is. And those with a perception of 15 or higher. And also, Brett, I would say you do notice some big gaping holes that are just spewed around, but you have like no, you're like, okay, it's just big holes.
great corrosions.
But Rad, you would notice that yes, these are holes, but they're not naturally occurring holes. For Esper and Nemu, you guys see that these holes almost look like they were eaten out. Like they have almost like teeth marks around them, and also kind of sweeping to the sides, like scooped out almost. They're not super uniform, but they are almost smoother, just with like deeper kind of gashes on them, like dispersed around. And you see, yes, and you smell the almost like, I don't know how else to describe it. You smell the halitosis coming from these things. It's kind of gross, and you see like, and both of you having rolled over a 25, which, or actually no, Nemu actually rolling over a 25. So Darkness, you would see the kind of like slobber that's around these and in these, but Nemu, you would see the spikes and the scales that are strewn about in them if you like take, like, you actually kind of look inside one, and even around it. You also hear above you almost like giant bats in a way. But they don't quite sound the same. Being a druid, you know that these are not mammalian in any sort of way. These are big. You know what? Roll me a nature check with advantage. How good are you with mountainous and draconic areas?
Probably not the bed. Well, no, actually. Because I think Nemu mostly spent a lot of their time in, like in their early days, in like a forest at the foot of a mountain.
Okay.
But not
I
so
would
much
say-
in the mountain itself.
Okay. I will say that you can roll just a straight nature check for me.
That's an 11.
An 11? Okay. So you're kind of familiar with it, but the most that you can akin that to is like giant bats.
Giant bats, except
You guys-
so very not.
Nobody has trypophobia, right?
There's things inside the holes.
What do you
I'm s-
guys plan to do?
I'm sorry.
They're spiky and kind of scaly.
What's
Where you
big
started.
enough to eat these holes?
A lot of things.
There's a lot of saliva everywhere. It's kind of gross.
Which of
Um,
quietly starts walking.
I did saliva once in high school. Fuck.
That's
I don't.
what's you ate spit?
No, you smoked it.
No, it's
No. Okay. If you say, it must be a different thing in your world.
But you guys see that. See these things. So you proceed to walk kind of through this terrain.
Very much keeping my guard up, in case any of them start like moving. But yeah,
Right?
and there's and I let them know that there's things above us. But
Okay. I would like, if you guys are wanting to, I would like for you guys to roll a stealth check, as
good.
you kind of creep along.
Hey guys, guess who has disadvantage with that?
samesies.
Don't
ditto.
worry,
God,
I'm
we're
really good at
terrible.
stealth.
It's better than what it would have been if it was in cop.
I got a 14.
Nice.
Okay.
11.
22.
22, 11. Okay.
Hello,
So,
Soul Destroyer. Welcome to our
Hello.
chat.
Hello.
welcome.
Here are
Um,
checks.
Yes.
Um,
And
Hi, Soul Destroyer. I'm just Brett. They met me earlier today in a raid, and I told them to come here and say hi.
Oh,
oh, thank you for
Hello.
joining us.
so kind.
We appreciate you.
It's a 15.
But okay, let me roll some things here.
Did you just bits us?
Okay.
Brett gave us biddies.
I did.
Biddies.
biddies.
Yes.
You
Thank you.
bitch.
That doesn't seem
Ah.
personal.
I get it.
Yeah.
No, I think they were just
No, it was a bit.
no,
It
I
was
know.
a bit about bits about being a bitch. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right at all.
It was a bit.
It was a bit. I will admit.
So let me pull this up.
So how much are we hurt?
So you're not hurt necessarily. You're walking through, and Darkness, I will say. Actually, what did you roll again, Darkness?
14.
Roll with advantage. Roll another one.
I have a disadvantage though.
Oh. I was gonna say because your tremor sense, I would give you advantage. Okay, well, you can take the higher of them then.
Okay, so with my tremor sense, you're just gonna say my disadvantage is pointed out?
For this, yeah.
Okay,
Yay.
then that is a 23.
23. Okay.
That's much nicer.
Yeah.
You and Rad kind of both look at each other with a knowing sense of we need to be very careful because y'all may be kind of dumber and dumber, but you know danger when it's coming. And with this, you continue going, and like I said, this cave is quite massive. It's at least 70 feet like to like the next point that you were told that you can go to, but there are a multitude of holes. It's a very high vaulted ceiling that has the stalagmites.
Stalactites cling tight to the ceiling. Stalagmites
Yes,
might hurt if you sit on them.
that is good to know. I am so
Yeah.
proud of myself for getting that. Whoosh. So
job,
yes,
babe.
but there are stalactites, and you hear shifting as you go through, and you feel the ground beneath you almost moving.
No.
As you guys continue, since you're stealthing, you are kind of going at a slower speed. I'm gonna have you roll one more time.
Damn it.
Darkness, you get to roll a straight roll, because you have your tremor sense.
Well, then that is
Roger
a 26
Sneakers.
for me.
There's something here.
Okay,
Better than last time. 12.
12. Okay. Y'all are on two different ends of the spectrum here. Holy crap. Okay.
Did you
I-
see the ones that I rolled?
I did. I saw you rolled an 8.
I did.
So,
This is fine.
okay. You guys, as you continue going, you hear from one tunnel that's almost towards the entrance. I'd say about like 3/4 the way into this cave. You just hear this deep.
Shit, fuck.
Hell no.
I thought I heard Mal you do the Yoshi noises like.
No, I did not do that.
We're finding Yoshis. We're kind of boned, guys.
Mom. Y'all have got to be like, tongued in the bad way.
No.
No.
We're gonna be tongued and then egged.
But with this, I will say that you guys can roll initiative, as you have been noticed by a adult Kruthic. Roll
It's a
initiative.
Kruthic.
A Kruthic. Let me get this picture for
21.
you.
Give a description. Tell us.
Um,
What is it?
Well, let me get you the pictures, so that way we can see your faces before I do that.
Ah,
Please share it in a chat that I can look at.
Yes.
I need to stop
What chat
touching
can you look at?
that.
Literally every other chat but this one.
I'll send it to you privately. Unfortunately, we cannot see your face. Also,
Ooh.
potential trigger warning for you, Blood.
Are they
Oh
speedery?
no.
Where is it? I'm not seeing.
Hold on, because I sent it to Blood first.
Ah.
I'm
Oh, I
going to
hate
put
it.
in
Oh.
Isekai.
Oh, hi! It's a Tyrannid.
That's
He's
terrible.
Alright.
Yeah, sweet.
So this
That's
is an adult Kruthic, but it sees you and
How do you spell that so our chat can look it up if they're curious?
Kruthik.
You're just coming up with letters at that point, huh?
Almost,
Acoustic.
yeah. So, with this, actually, before you guys roll initiative officially, what do you do?
I, as a bonus, I put green flame blade on my axe that I summon.
Okay.
None of us have seen this before, I'm assuming.
No.
I
You
pop in
might
my echo.
have. Okay.
So there's now
Darkness
2
and
of
Rev?
me.
There's 2 of you. Okay.
I'm gonna punch the wall in rage.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
All right, and then
Can I
Esperock.
Can I try to cast a spell real quick or not?
What spell are you trying to cast?
I was looking for one. Actually, never mind. I'm just gonna prepare for battle. Just like, oh, fuck, like shield up, like whip ready.
All right. So as like Nemu kind of just shit doubles themselves and Sinclair, takes his battle axe and just carefully draws these beautiful green flames off of them, menacingly but beautiful green flames.
They smell like mint.
And Esperock kind of just gets in a preparatory stance, and as you slam your fist into the wall, Rad, you make eye contact with the Kruthic, and it just screams, and I don't know if I'll be able to, but just like some
Oh.
as
Ew.
you hear it echo and reverberate, and 4 more of them come out of the walls. Roll initiative officially.
That one's gonna be my bitch.
I don't think so.
So is that a new roll then? Because I like my old one.
I really like my old one.
Gosh darn it!
Wait,
Um,
we have to
New
roll
one's not
again.
before.
I'm going to be honest, I did not see your previous rolls. The fact that you're rolling them in D&D Beyond is chill.
I'm
Let's
mad.
see, Rad had a 20.
I had a 17.
I had a 21.
Okay.
Are we keeping our old rules or a new rule?
Yeah, we'll keep the old rules.
Okay, because now I'm just upset because I rolled an 11 last time, making it a 10, but then I re-rolled it because you said roll again. I got another natural 20, making it a 19.
Okay, well, since we're going with the previous one,
Who
so it was an
dumps
11.
their decks?
My dex. What's wrong with Sinclair's decks?
I said who dumps
Um,
their decks?
Someone who wants to have an interesting time.
No.
I use Constitution as a dump stat when I want to do that.
I've done that, and then Brett makes me change it because he's like, I will not let you suffer like this, and I'm like, I want to suffer though.
Yeah, but I make you suffer by making hot
I want to
NPCs that make you
suffer.
flustered.
I know.
We crushed over the same NPC
I
in
know,
that
you're a
campaign.
horrible man.
Yes, in fact, everyone
alright.
is definitely that one NPC for
That's
that one
Brett rolled a
campaign.
17. Alright, Elvira's not here. For some reason, on this sheet, I don't... Here, I'll just have to manually track it. So, why don't you guys prep your, moves? This is just gonna go straight into initiative. There is no surprise round, because it caught you off guard. So, we will... So... Okay, so it looks like for now, let's see, Rad rolled a 20, Nemo 21, Esperock 17, and then Brett rolled an 11. So now I get to roll all of their initiatives. Okay. Initiative is dexterity. Okay, so that's a 12. Damn, they're rolling crap. All right. It looks like we've got a good spread. So, it will be Nemu first.
Lovely.
Followed by Rad at a 20. And Esper at a 17. Then 16. Brett, you're going second to last.
Good. Good. Good.
All right. So first is you, Nemu. What would you like to do? You will see that as it calls out and these other ones come, they are from varying parts of this cave. So there's the one that's on like the same level as you, peeping out of the cave. There are another two. One is like behind you, like about 2 holes up and over one. There is another one that is coming in from more of the ceiling, so like it'd probably be more than likely like falling in, and then another one is coming from behind in the back corner, away from where you closer to the entrance that you were at. So those are the 5. So
Okay.
what would you like to do?
So when I summoned my echo, it could be within 15 feet from me. I want it to be like 15 feet closer to it.
I would say that is very doable. You are about 30 feet from it at this time.
Okay, so it's like halfway through.
Yeah. So.
How tall are these creatures, by the way, DM? You
Um,
didn't specify.
I did not. Well, these holes are 5 feet tall.
Sure.
So, when they're kind of in their more scrunched state, they are that 5 feet, but as they emerge, like that first one emerges from the hole, it's about like 9 feet tall.
Oh, cool.
They range.
Love
I'll say
it.
they range from like 7 to 9 feet as they crawl out of the cave,
So
depending
they'd
on
be
size.
heavy boys.
Yes, they are big.
Rad is stoked to see them at eye level.
Excellent.
That's terrifying. I hate it.
A fair
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to Eldritch Blast.
All right.
4 of them. They each get a bullet. You said 5
Okay.
of them are here, right?
Yes, there are 5.
So I'll get the one that came out of the roof, the one that was in the that we first saw, and the one that's just kind of like peeking out, like, "Hey, how's it going?" He needs to go away. I want his eyes.
Another reason why I figure theater of the mind is a little bit better than having to look at them on a map all this time. But
yeah.
okay, so you're doing 1 for each of them. All right, roll for an attack.
1, 2. Come on. Get out of my way so I can roll more. 3 and 4.
Okay. The second and third ones hit. Also, actually, why don't you say what the numbers are for our audience?
Let me get back to where I can see them. There we go. So I rolled a 15, 23, 23, and 14.
All right. So the 23s hit. And you said that you're kind of sprinkling them around. So,
Yeah.
the first one was at the one in
That
front of
we
you.
first saw. Yeah.
Okay, so that one it misses. It kind of goes wild to the side. The second one was for second and third were for the ones on the ceiling, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, roll damage.
Okie dokie. Boop. And boop. Ah. Well, that was not good. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. So, one for one of them.
Okay.
And please, where did it go? Spell, boop. 3 for the other.
Okay.
I'm very sad.
All right. So that is where they are at. Next would be
That's-
Rad.
I still have my
Also,
bonus
do you have
action
your
and all
echo?
that
Yeah, you
stuff.
have your echo and your bonus. So I apologize.
No, you're good, you're good, you're good. I'm gonna have the echo kind of run off to the side, and kind of just hold that 15 feet in between.
Okay. To the left or the right side?
Let's go left.
Okay, sounds good.
That doesn't take any actions. What are my bonus actions? What can I do with bonus actions?
You have quite a bit you can do with your bonus
I
actions.
can,
believe.
yes. I'm gonna save that for later.
I'm surprised you're looking up us later.
Wow.
You did manifest your echo. I'll say that because I said that before initiative. That was a free action that you did. Kind of a oh shit instinct, if you would. But yeah, so
in that case, actually, I'm going to swap with my echo.
sounds good.
Which they can't tell the difference, I don't think, right? This echo is magical. No, it is translucent. Never mind.
Okay. So yeah, they'll be able to see, but we actually let me roll. Yeah, they would have noticed it.
Okay.
So.
So I'll swap with my echo.
All right.
And that's it.
Perfect. That leaves Rad.
All right. So I'm going to charge towards the one that screamed, calling in the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to start throwing wild haymakers. And because I got to run up, I can do one as a bonus action.
Nice.
So, time for 3 rapid fistings.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
First one's a nat 20.
Oh,
Jeez.
dear Lord.
Are you
don't get fun
raging?
perks for that as a barbarian?
I am raging.
Okay. I will let you have that rage first because you didn't announce it, unless I misheard it.
You asked before the thing, and I said I punched the wall and raged, and you even commented on that.
Okay, that is true. You did, and I just have goldfish brain, so that is perfect.
What's a goldfish?
Oh no, it's happening again.
So the first one is 20 damage.
Okay, and which one are you doing that to?
The first one, the one that screamed and called.
Okay, so 20 damage.
Yep.
All right.
The one that was a bitch
I
and
like
called
these.
its friends.
Second one is a 16 to hit,
That does not hit.
and the final one is a 25 to hit
That does hit.
for 12 damage.
All
Yay.
right. I'll pull up a friggin' calculator. Because I know myself.
Do it reverse math style.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
we'll just add up the number that we do damage to them, and then once it reaches their hit points, they're dead.
I already wrote it in pen though.
I'm sorry.
Sucks to suck.
I know it's fine.
If
I'm
you
pretty
want
sure I know
to
what the
go
answer
next
is.
week,
Okay, that's fine.
we can all gather and do like a DM's Academy for you.
I would
Here,
love
just
that.
tell us the number that you need to minus from, and we can help you.
No,
Oh, damn it.
Well, she tried.
that was clever though.
That
That was
makes it a
clever.
bit too much like Dora. All right, class.
Right.
197 minus 32. That's right. It's 25.
We can help you with
Alright.
math. Come on, it'll be fine.
And do you have any other attacks? Any other bonus actions?
That was my action and my bonus action and my movement.
Beautiful. Okay.
They punch good.
Yes.
What type of totem did you use?
This
I
is
didn't hear
silly.
that part.
You did bear,
Oh.
didn't you?
The dashing was a tiger totem thing.
Gotcha. It's for our audience that doesn't know what's going on.
So the way I did the totems that he took, I believe, just so they know. Let me get rid of all these numbers in front of my shit. Oh my gosh! Stop popping
Ew,
up new
numbers.
stuff. So I took the elk spirit, which allows me to move an additional 15 feet per movement. I took the bear spirit, which doubles my lifting, and I took the tiger spirit, which allows me to make a bonus action attack if I dash, or not that, if I move 20 feet in a straight line towards the thing.
Oh, that's right. You weren't here when we first introduced our characters. We should go around in really quick since it has been a hot minute since.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, because I don't think we even specified. I know I
No,
didn't.
I don't think so.
I don't think you did either. Agree.
Nemu is a plasmoid Echo Knight Druid. Circle of the Stars.
Sinclair is a dwarf warlock fighter.
It's always you two that just like stare at us. Darkness, go.
That's
Red went
yeah,
first last time.
Can't hear you right now, Darkness.
We can't hear you.
Well, Esper is a paladin, but I do not remember what specific kind.
Vengeance.
Vengeance.
Vengeance. Then I am a paladin of vengeance.
Or Gotham.
Gotham! And Rad Teal is Goliath Berber.
Brr.
You're spending too much time with me for having strokes like that.
All right, and then I am the dungeon master, and I make the rules.
Holy shit, it's
Spend time with Brett, you stroke.
Nope.
Well,
That's what he just said.
What I plan on is us finishing this round, and then we'll end session.
for this fight, or
So, end the session for tonight.
Yeah.
The fight will not be over, but
Dang.
this fight shouldn't take you guys all that long, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
It might take a good majority of next session because it's a big cave.
It's a big
It is
There's
a
a
big
lot of
cave.
them.
So that is, and so now we are on Esper's turn.
So Esper on this one is just gonna do the double attack with the whip. Go for little
Alright.
feetsies again.
Sounds good. One thing I will say, with this, because it is a whip and because you are level 17, this weapon has scaled with you, especially because it is a enhanced +2 magical weapon. It is not a D4 for a whip attack. It would be a D10.
Okay. So the first one's I'm gonna be reaching towards whichever one is closest and try to stagger them. So go for a leg as
Okay.
well.
That would more than likely be the one that Rad is also attacking. So you rolled a 23? 28. So yes, that does hit. And you're wanting to stagger. So you grab one of the front legs and you like, how do you want to stagger them?
Just like kind of try to pull one leg out, honestly, even though they have multiple legs. Just kind of hoping.
Yeah. All right. And then what was the damage that you got on it?
Oh, that will be a 6 because I rolled a freaking 1.
Okay. That is. Oh, you also. What is the additional damage? So it's plus your dexterity plus 2, because you have modifiers on that.
Oh.
So it would be plus 5.
Yeah, so that is the 6.
So it would be 6.
I literally
Okay.
rolled a 1.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
All right. So it's at that many hit points. And then, okay, and then you have a second attack. And as you stagger it, like as you kind of wrench it back, it will, like, its leg will move like about a foot, but it's not really. It didn't, unfortunately, do the what you were intending on it doing. But you can do another attack.
Okay, so this one is a 14.
Okay, that does not hit. So it will, unfortunately, you'll hit the ground, a stalagmite. So you will crack one of those that falls over. But unfortunately, you do not catch the Kruthic for this one. Do you have any other bonus actions or any movement you would like to use?
Yeah, I would try to get a little bit closer to them. Maybe let me see something real quick.
You have 30 feet of walking speed, or walking movement.
Okay. I'll get close to the one with Rad.
So you will close the distance with that. You will be right next to it, or right in front of it. With that, it is now that first Kruthic's turn. And what it is going to do is,
Die. It just suddenly combusts.
unfortunately, it does not do that. And because Kruthic, you are right next to it, it is going to lift one of its legs, the opposite one that you were able to whip, and it is going to stab you with it. It's going to stomp down and try and stab you. So we're going to use this dice for this. All right. Well, that misses, unfortunately, with a 10. And
I hate to be that guy. Does this thing not have pack tactics or advantage because it has a bunch of its friends next to it?
They are not within 5 feet of them.
Okay, never mind.
So that is how that is. And then it, I believe, gets 2. Okay, so that first stab was that, and with a multi-attack, it will try and get you again. And that's even worse. So you are free. It just happens to, its legs are just a little too skinny to catch you as you go about kind of dancing around where it's landing. So that is what that first one does. The second one will emerge from the ceiling, and it will just kind of drop down onto there and get behind your Echo, Nemu, and it will also do a multi-attack with its spikes.
Okay.
So it is going to do that. I'll use this dice. Okay, does a 22 hit?
Yeah. My echo pops.
Your Echo pops? Okay. How many hit points does your Echo have?
1.
Oh,
It's literally a decoy.
But they're unlimited.
Alright.
They are unlimited. Yeah.
Yes.
I can
Gotcha.
literally pop another one next time.
okay.
Heck, and Shadow Clones.
So it doesn't see that. has like it sees that and it just pops and it looks almost confused and angry. And it goes to the one that looks just like it, and it is going to also try to get you with one of these range spiked attacks.
No.
That is a natural 19 to hit.
I guess.
And that will be a one of these. Okay, that is not terrible for it. It is a 6 points of damage.
Cool, hellish rebuke.
Piercing damage. Hellish rebuke. Okay. Roll for it. Or actually, no. I need to roll dexterity, right?
Yeah, you roll dex, I roll damage.
Okay. That is a failure. That is a 5.
Yay! 9 points of fire damage.
All right, and that will be on the second one. So. Okay. The third one is
Don't
going
touch me.
to. And that one is just going to. Actually, what is the range on Hellish Rebuke?
60
I
feet?
think
It's like
60
30 feet.
Yeah.
60 feet?
It's
Yeah.
60 feet, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you get it. So you singe some of the spikes and it just back at you.
I
I'm
made
sorry, my monster
barbecued
noises are
instinct.
terrible.
There's your dad joke, fuck you.
And
No.
then the third one was at one of those bottom tunnels on the other side where the opening you came from was. And it is going to dive down again and burrow underneath you. So you can't see it. So it is going to burrow for this round.
Hate that.
And then Sinclair, it is your turn.
Sinclair is going to run up to one of them. Thank you for the sippies and the stretch. And you with the axe that is covered in green flame, he's going to swipe at its hand or its leg, I guess, because his reach is not 9 feet.
Which one?
Whichever one he can get to. He only can run up 25 feet, but his axe has a range of 5 feet, so he can get up to 30 with it.
That would probably be the second one that is behind you. I made the mistake of not doing a walking order, so that's on me. So I'm just assuming where you guys are.
Fair enough. I'll detect the one behind me.
All right. And what did
with
you roll?
my great axe. First swing, that is a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. So that is this is a lot of dice. You're gonna have to bear with me real quick.
I've got my calculator ready.
I'm gonna probably just do this on D&D Beyond, just because I don't think I have enough D8s ready. So this is the first one.
Okay.
11 points of damage, and then with the spell that I cast, it's also this. Plus 11, plus 7 because it's a vicious axe.
Okay, so 15 plus 11 plus 7.
That's 33 points of damage.
That is 33 points of damage. Okay.
Okay. Second swing.
All right, hold on. Let me do math. Hold on.
It's a natural 20.
All
Yeah!
I'm so sorry, babe.
So natural 20 rules for me is going to be max dice plus rolled.
Okay. So
Which is a mistake as soon as I said that out loud. I realized the mistake I just made, but I said it already. It's canon.
Okay.
So
11. And this one is this plus 4 for the second swing, which is interesting. So that's 15.
Okay, 15 total.
15 plus 11. I'd like to know, 15 plus... That's another 33 points of damage. And then my max damage for using this thing is 36.
This thing collapses.
I
They're
did
not
104 points of damage, guys, I think, or like something like that.
Murder!
You did.
Murder at the
Oh.
finest kind.
Yep, you did.
Oh.
You did a heckin' murder. How would you like to do this for this first one?
As he comes up, he swings up at it, cleaving one of its leg down. So when its head gets close to its, he can just Kratos it and stick it into its head, his axe into its head, and then push kick it off.
Okay. That. Anything else that you would like to do with your round? You already did all your movement. You did your 2 attacks. Bonus action?
What can I do for a bonus action? That's a great question.
You can
you know
do
what?
a couple of things.
I can. You know what? Are there any of these things within 10 feet of me?
I will say no.
No? Okay.
No.
Okay. Then, nothing then.
Okay, cool. So,
Actually, no. I lied.
yeah, I
he's
was about to
going
be like,
to
technically you do
create-
have one.
He's going to point his hand, and you see his eyes, even in this dark light, flash with a almost sea green color as you begin to smell the ocean as long tentacles around this dripping saliva, almost like water, they begin to slowly pull out as tentacles spawn around one of the creatures around them to give them aid. A long 10-foot tentacle.
You said creatures. Are you meaning your cohorts?
Talking about, yes, it summons next to one of these guys to help him fight against one of these monsters.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, do you have one in particular that you want to summon them next to?
One that one next to my cohorts as a way to either give him advantage or to just be a distraction, because a giant tentacle is just flopping around right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And is that the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. And then this last one is the last Kuthrik that is on the ceiling, sort of, and it will also kind of crash down and land on its spindly little legs. And it is going to skitter across and go towards the one that is being hurt by Rad and by Esperock, and it is going to attack you, Rad, because it recognizes you as the biggest threat, besides the other one that it can't reach right now. So
They're smart.
yes. It actually won't be able to get all the way there to you, but it is going to use its multi-attack and do 2 spike attacks on you. And we'll do this dice. That is a natural 20 for a 25 to hit.
That misses my 19 AC.
Okay. So we will roll that damage, and I will keep you there. You get rewards. Mwah.
Flavor
You
damage.
get rewards? No.
All right. And honestly, it is not a super significant amount of damage.
Oh.
So...
Damn it. I don't know if y'all can
Yes.
hear me, but my Discord is just frozen a little bit.
We can hear
Oh,
you.
we can hear you.
You're still moving,
cool.
so.
Yeah, sweet. So I just didn't hear what you said.
Oh, okay. Now I do understand that you're raging, so you will take half of whatever I just say. But so far,
Well, only from
Oh.
certain damage types.
piercing.
Okay, yeah.
That'll be 30 points of damage halved for 15. I know it's terrible amount of damage to you.
It does the owl.
Is that with the die being doubled and
Yes.
rolling? Okay.
Shut up.
These are
I'm-
not very strong creatures, as you can tell. I just
boo-hoo,
happen
the
to roll
280
really
HP
well.
you have. Oh no.
I know.
260 right now.
Oh.
Boo hoo.
261. And seeing that it did so much damage to you, it's going to try and hit you again. That is a 18 to hit.
Also, don't you
That
get to
does
half
hit.
it because it's slashing?
Yeah,
I
that's
did
why
not-
it was a 15.
Yeah.
All right, so that one tries to hit you with a spike attack, but you just like, after dealing with the first one and going, ouchie, you're able to kind of sideswipe it and barely get grazed by one of these gigantic spikes. All right, and that is the end of the first round, and that's where I think we're gonna call it for tonight. Before next week.
Woo!
How was it?
This is fun.
None of us died.
None of you have died yet. You
Yeah.
actually are all still.
I don't like that yet.
You still relatively okay. You guys good?
Yeah. I'm a little bloodthirsty apparently.
Yeah. Okay. Friggin' Magic Man over there. But that will be it for tonight's session. Isekai. You guys did a phenomenal job. I'm really proud of how far you guys came and what we were able to do in this session. And I look forward to DMing this next week.
Yeah.
But otherwise, thank you so much to our audience. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for your involvement in chat and for watching us. We really appreciate it. And we hope that you join us next week for hopefully another game of Isekai. And we look forward to seeing you there and to watch all of our chaos unfold. But otherwise, this is Roll for Respawn. We're also going to be playing, some of us in here, almost all of us, except for the Stinky Man in the bottom corner.
Little stinky.
We're going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3 for Thirsty Gate Thursday. That will... No.
You're
Not-
muted,
We're
Rev.
taking us to dinner
What are you-
tomorrow.
Boo! Why am I learning about this now?
Yeah.
Or the phone call I took earlier where I was muted was him telling me that.
Boo. Okay, fine. We're gonna be playing modded Stardew Valley with the three peeps in this other three people in this chat.
A cooler
That will
one.
be there. So we will be playing Stardew Valley. We start that at 9:30 Eastern time. Is that what I believe we have kind of pushed it back to
Basically,
be
yeah.
helpful. And we will see you there. We also do not have an episode of the One Shot Wonderarium this Saturday, do we?
No, ma'am. That is next week.
Okay, cool. So next week we'll have the One Shot Wonderarium, but you can watch past episodes and sessions on our YouTube page, which is the same at Roll for Respawn on YouTube and all of our other social medias. But otherwise, again, thank you so much. We appreciate
Look for
you.
it in the link.
You're
tree.
awesome. And
Do we
we'll
have
see you
anyone
soon.
we want to raid today? Is there anyone to
Ooh.
raid?
I mean,
That
just a
is-
Ludra if we want to, or maybe we could look to
Aludra?
see if we can-
I would love to raid Aludra.
Do it!
Okay.
Aludra is a team friend. They are currently playing Warframe.
Heck yeah.
Aludra. That's not
92.
coming up.
Yeah, I
Don't
got
forget
you.
the merch. Yes, Emerald,
forget
thank
the
you. Don't
merch.
forget the merch.
Yes. We do have merches.
We will get Brett's and Tony's mugs added to the list.
We've been very
Yes.
busy, so thank you for the patience with that.
I forgot that we hadn't put your guys on there.
I thought it was just because you didn't like us.
Gosh.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I wasn't going to say that while we're still online.
They know.
Yeah, fuck Brett.
Thank you,
And if you're bright,
Soul
Fuck
Destroyer.
That's his job. That is correct.
fuck Brett.
I mean, no. Well, stop it. Are we rating or not?
I think so.
Let's go.
I don't know if I did it right.
I don't see
Someone
the-
smarter than
I
me,
got
please do
it.
the thing.
I'm not smart enough.
I was about to say I have no idea how to
One moment, I
do.
will, I'll get it going.
Oh, I think it worked. Because when I clicked on us, it immediately went to Eludra's. Or
is
no, I'm just dumb. No, I clicked on Eludra's, not ours.
Oh, well, I'm setting up the raid now then.
Use
Aludra,
r/raid.
start raid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're already raiding.
reading.
I
Rick did
just did it. Yeah.
Uh,
It's working. All right. Have a great night, guys. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Be rated.